This out. Hello friends, this is Beyond the Silver Screen. Once again, I bring you the man, the myth, the legend, Daniel, for one more
Hello there!
outing.
This is gonna be so much fun. Can't wait.
You could wait, but I made you do this.
Okay.
So we're going to be reviewing one movie today. We're going to be talking about The Invisible Guest, which is a Spanish film currently available on Netflix. According to the internet, because I really did my homework for this one, the director's name is Oriol Paulo. Obviously, he is Spanish. And the film's Spanish name is Contratiempo. I am not going to try to pronounce that because I'm only going to butcher it further.
You just destroyed the entire name there, I'm sorry.
I destroyed the entire language there. So like Contratiempo and Contratiempo. And in Spanish, that word means a setback, according, once again, to online dictionary.
It makes sense now to think about it.
Like, that's an interesting thing to consider. We'll get into that.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, we are about to jump in. This time, we're going to make it a non-spoiler review. If you haven't seen the film, this is for you. Because we're going to talk about what we like and what we dislike without actually touching on the plot. So if you want to come in completely empty, you might as well turn it off. But if you want to hear our opinion and still watch the movie and have the same experience, rest assured, no spoilers will be given today. Yeah. All right. So I will start by addressing my guest here. Daniel, what is your overall opinion of the movie? What did you think?
I loved the concept of the movie. So it was a late night and I was like, yo Oleg, let's watch a movie. And I was thinking, a little horror, little something to the brains, maybe crime. And this is the movie that Oleg has led us to. I love the movie. The reason why I thought the format of the movie was interesting is because normally you'd see a crime film, you have a detective going out their way, questioning suspects, going to one by one. The difference in this movie is that there is no detective. There was only conversation between two people in the entire movie. And the truth of the crime that was being investigated upon,
which we're not going to reveal,
is found out solely through guesswork and the conversation between two people. So that is what sort of boggled my mind, I feel. And because of that, a lot of things you think might not be the way they are, for example.
Okay, I'm going to jump in here a little bit. I'm sorry about the interruption, but now that you have Daniel's perspective, I'm going to give a little context for it by explaining what the movie actually is. So the movie explores once again, conversation between a suspect, a potential culprit in a murder, and a lawyer. And so the idea is the lawyer is trying to prepare the suspect for the trial. And the suspect was set up in a way that makes it completely, almost impossible for the suspect to clear their name. And so the lawyer's job is to talk the suspect through the crime and find any possible ways in which he could be saved. And that's why, there's no detective, because really it's the lawyer playing the role of the detective in this movie, as well as the person who is being questioned. The movie is very interesting because it relies a lot on different points of view. Both the lawyer and the suspect will try to tell their imagining of what actually occurred, and you will actually see all of those things as a separate chain of events in the film. They are filmed with actors and you're gonna see it all transpire, so that's interesting. So there's a lot of different points of view and reliable narrator, all of that is part of the film. I loved it personally. In fact, loved it so much that I wanted to see it again here with Daniel when he mentioned that he wanted to watch like a mystery movie. And I think that for me, this movie gives out a lot of like Knives Out vibes. If Knives Out was a serious film and not like a grotesque comedy. I will get into it later, but now like back to you. What do you think you disliked about this film? What would you say you would want to change or would not want to see in this film?
There's one thing I would want to change, but I don't want to. Like, it sort of relates.
It's very plot related.
It's sort of plot related, I feel.
So okay, if you feel like there is no way to address, okay, so that leads us to one thing that we could definitely give you here is that this movie has a lot of plot twists. We're talking like more than one, and it's not a spoiler to state that, because it is a mystery movie. So definitely go into it expecting twists, expecting the unexpected, and I would say if you are the type of person who likes to watch a mystery movie and try to guess what actually happened, from the get-go, pay attention to every detail you see on screen from like the opening shots, because this is a movie that really knows what it wants to show you and really knows how to hide obvious clues in plain sight. Okay, anything you liked about this film? Because you already said you generally liked it. What, like, I would say, what did you like the most? What do you think the movie did like the most? The best, like I guess it was the most successful at.
I think the message of the movie was, to me, the most thoughtful of. I feel like it revolves around like, you know, family, pride, power, responsibility of profession, you know, all that kind of thing. It sort of revolves around the theme of dignity, like what is right, what is wrong, and it's an interesting exploration. I feel.
Yeah, okay. Here I will add that once again, the perspective from which we are going into this story of the mystery, like the suspect story, is from the point of view of the lawyer. So that kind of brings in the point of view where the lawyer is certain, like everyone else, that there is no one else who could have committed the crime because like the evidence is damning, but the lawyer has to treat the suspect as if the suspect was innocent and still try to find the real culprit.
Exactly.
There are also like a lot of other themes because the suspect in question, Adrian, I believe is his name. He is a Spanish millionaire who is not a spoiler. It's revealed in like the victim of the movie is revealed in the very beginning. He was cheating on his wife, and his mistress is actually the victim. He is found in the hotel room that was locked
from the inside,
and he was the only one in the room with her. So that's the damning evidence. So yeah, definitely explores a lot of themes. It definitely has great cinema work, great cinematography. It definitely knows what it wants you to see, and overall I would say that this is an amazing movie that is done with a very surprisingly low budget. Yeah, you sometimes see it in the effects too, because like there are occasional moments when like you see an animal or something, and especially when the animal is moving, like CGI.
Like CGI, yeah.
It's definitely CGI.
Yeah, but it doesn't affect the plot at all. Like it's like although it's not a great CGI, it's not like the movie is terrible because of it. No.
Yeah, it's definitely like more of a content film than it is a visual film.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. So we are already going into the wrapping stages of this review. What do you want to like say maybe about this movie from yourself? Maybe like now's the time to go for it if you feel like you have something to share with a potential future audience.
For future audience, I really do advise you to like make a list of all the suspects and all their motives. And I felt like it was really helpful for me in getting like the relationship of this the movie.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
Yeah, I was a witness to it. So Daniel wanted to watch a mystery movie to try to solve it.
Yeah.
And so Daniel actually took notes as we were watching the movie. It was really cool. Like I love, no, I really love when you're like, it's like you're in on it.
Yeah.
But you watch somebody else try to like struggle to solve it and like look at every detail, and sometimes they're like completely off. They go for something that is completely irrelevant, and you're like, yeah, maybe that's it. But this movie gives you a lot of details, and even if some of them don't tie into the final reveal, none of them are really irrelevant. I would say that if you're going to try to do guesswork with any movie, you might as well do it here because the plot is constructed masterfully. And in general, I don't know why this movie is so overlooked. I accidentally found it through talking with a friend, and I absolutely loved it. I think once again, the cinema work in this film is amazing. The cinematography is, I would say, almost on par with a movie like Knives Out, which completely excels in this. The only real difference is that Knives Out had a killer budget, and this had a budget of like $3. Well, not $3, but you know what I'm saying.
Comparatively.
Yes, okay. Comparatively it was $3. And you can sometimes see it, but still, a masterful job, well done to the actors and the production team. The acting in this movie is phenomenal. Like, the protagonist of the film, Adrian, I don't remember the name of the actor, for which I apologize, but he really, in this single performance, he projects both power and powerlessness when needed, because he is, on the one hand, an influential millionaire, and on the other hand, he is a damned suspect about to go to trial. Without spoiling too much, all the actors are doing a great job. I feel.
Definitely.
Yeah, like there's stuff going on in this film that I don't want to reveal. Yeah, so I guess I said pretty much all I wanted to say. What about you?
Yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say too.
Yeah, so this is like a shorter video. We're just reviewing one movie to give you on the weekend. Watch it. It is good. Yeah, this is Beyond the Silver Screen. Stay healthy, stay lovely, keep watching our channel. That's the most important bit, and I will see you all next time. Cheers.